God, could you imagine the amount of times that I would have Mr. Show reference if I did this game with the second guy? Hey, yeah, that's right. We doing it. Making it happen. Doing the doing the old Parabox bit. No, that's not right. I didn't know how to start the stream. Anyway. Look, it's another Sokoban game. Alright, but I don't know. I've been playing it a lot. Well, I've been playing it for one day. I've only had this game for one day. But I don't know. It seems like it's good of a stream idea as any, because I at least wanted to do something. Gotta do something to celebrate. This is terrible. I feel like I should just delete the stream and start over again. Whatever. I'm sure there will be plenty more opportunities to end up doing that. Anyway. In the meantime... I feel like I can't just obsess over every single time. I can't believe I'm even obsessing over starting over these streams at this point in time. All right, what am I doing? One of these things. Yeah. All right, what did I miss a stream? No, it just started. It's been a terrible start. I don't even know what I'm talking about here. I'm just kind of like rambling on about nothing while I'm trying to figure out what exactly I should be doing with this puzzle. Okay, this one should in fact be flipped, right? Yeah, in that way. And then, yeah, pretty much I want it to be like that. Except the only issue is that I have to figure out some way to actually get that box inside of that box. This box inside of this box. But how to do that? Well, I mean, what I could do is I could just flip this one also around and then unflip it. Which, I mean... Yeah, right? Now, is this going to be flipped in the right way afterwards? Probably not. Or maybe. No, yeah, no, it is not going to be flipped around the right way. All right, so pretty much all I need to do is just go get the first... Yeah, just go flip this thing around. Get this inside of here. Flip this around, and then it's going to be in the correct direction. There we go. Oh, easy. I gotta say, it's like, yeah, compared to... this game compared to, like, Baba Is You is a significantly easier one, all things considered. That's interesting how that one works. I think that means that... Yeah, I'm going to have to really... Well, first off, how do I even get into any of these things? I can do it from here. Yeah. One of them is the flipped version of the other. And that is clearly what you're intending to do. All right, so what do I do even? Probably recursive nonsense again. Comboed eventually into... Well, I guess the idea here is going to be just do this immediately. And then do this probably, which will flip it the other way. And then... how do I actually get these things in a pushable position? Do I even want these things? Well, yeah, just like that, because it's just a recursive way to do that. That's not going to be very helpful, though. I need to do more than this. Yes, happy 420, everybody. I hope you're all having a danktastic day. Are y'all danking it up? Okay, obviously. Yeah, this is correct. However, what I want to do is I want to flip these things. Well, I don't want to flip those things around entirely. Yeah, no, there's only so many things you can do here. How far are you in the game? I don't know. 164 puzzles solved right now. For a while there, I was going at like a puzzle a minute, but not so much right now. Isn't it past your bedtime? It's like 10:30. What am I, a child? I'm not. Stop accusing me of that. All right. Well, obviously just going to extrude this one here. But then again, it's like, how do I end up doing this? I need to flip that second one the other way again. But then I need to have the first one unflipped. Yes. Okay, I don't know why I'm so confused here. This is fairly simple, really. Okay, have that one go down there. There you go. Yeah. This is much better. Now the question though is, how do I get this unflipped? Well, I mean, you get it unflipped by throwing it through the extruder again. Yes. Almost there. You play Rogue Book? No, what is a Rogue Book? Okay. Why am I not remembering how to do this now? Like this. That's not correct, though. Very close, but not quite. Similar to Slay the Spire, I am not. I was hoping to see this from the beginning. We could just do that real quick. I mean, I was just going to continue from the point where I was at, but it's just like, eh. I mean, also, I might just end up... doing this as a series on the channel eventually. I guess it depends on how interested people are overall in this. But here's the basic start here. You push a box onto this thing, you push the guy over onto this thing. So on and so forth. It's like if you know how Sokoban works, you kind of get the basic idea of how exactly this sort of thing works. I mean, even like this... After doing all of the Ababa as you, I feel like this is the sort of stuff that doesn't really make too much of a difference ultimately. But then you can also, like, yeah, push things into things, etc. and so on. Doesn't matter what sort of box you push into stuff, you know. That sort of thing. And then similarly, I mean, ultimately the way it works is that if you push an object against something that you can't actually push anything, then you insert yourself or you insert another box into a box. Can you put boxes inside of boxes? Yes, of course. Why, what are you even thinking? Why wouldn't you be able to do that? Maybe I should just actually do the... just end up doing like a full series on this sort of thing. Here, save file. Get out of here. Yes. Yes. Now then. Back into it. I'm trying to figure out the extruder puzzle here again. Even though it's like, yeah, it's like, this should not be that hard to do. It's like, all you gotta do is just get this flipped. Yo, it is flipped now. Now then. Rogue Book, though. No, I've never actually heard of that game. How'd I do this before? It's because if you push these up here, you can push them down then from this point. Yes, and that'll flippity around the entire order of stuff. Okay. Shouldn't be that difficult to try and figure out, though. Really. Go back to the white box, push remaining... push remaining squares back down. Yeah, that's actually true. I should remember that I can do that. Okay, but I do need to get these flipped to the other side here first. Because at least the bottom one minimally needs to be flipped to the other side. Okay. Yeah, sure can go from there. Then yes. I don't know why I'm not remembering this. It's like it's not a very difficult sort of concept. Okay. Push that one up. Push that down. There we go. And then, yeah, one more, and that should line everything up correctly. There we go. I don't know why I was confused there. That is just very weird. It's like, it was definitely not that difficult of a puzzle, really. But anyway, all right, I'm noticing, yes, of course, you do have a flippy D right here. I see. Okay, so you want me to do this in a very specific sort of way. All right, I get it. Some of them celebrated 420, apparently. You know I don't like marijuana. That said, it's just like, you know. Happy 420, everybody. I didn't really know what to do today. I think I kind of wanted to do a stream, of course. All right. So, okay, so number one, I do want this to go in here. Number two, I do want this to go in here. No, I actually do. Okay, no, I want this one to be... reverse? Do I? Because it's just like, yes, it is reversed now. Yeah, that's correct. Then I want this one to be reversed, right? Yeah. Then I want this one to be normal. Okay, yeah, there we go. Well, okay, I do need to kind of like line it up a little bit better, but otherwise that is largely the exact thing that I want to end up doing. I'm just curious. It's like, you need to push it from a... Okay, so... Yeah. All right, I see what they want me to do. Throw this one into the reversal. Not like that. Throw that one into the reversal. Throw this one into the regular. Yes. And then throw this one into the reversal again. There we go. Yeah, that should do it. There you go. A fairly simple puzzle to be solved, all things considered. Yeah, I mean, the other thing that I was considering though for 420 would be to go back to do the thing basically that I was gonna do for the first of the month, but then never ended up actually doing. Which is, of course, Persona. Do y'all want to see Persona? All right, yeah. Despite being a reversed version, should still work the exact same. Same thing with the reference one. We can do just some Persona and chill if and you so desire. I don't know if you do desire that, though. I mean, really, it's like what I can do is I can just, like, get this reversed, right? Yeah. Well, no, go back in there. Remember Dope Wars? No. And then reverse you. What is Dope Wars? That sounds dumb and I hate it. But, I mean, what would be the ultimate sort of 420 game to be playing? I don't even know. I just look at it like, hey, old text game where you bought and sold drugs like stonks. Yeah, that sounds about right. God, I remember back in the day, one of the few like games that actually got banned from the what was it? The Apple Store was. These are both reversed? Yes, those are both reversed down there. That should be okay. Should go from that side. Then should go from that side. If I wanted to do it like that, but do I? Yeah, it was like Weed Shop or something, and that was dumb. Fortunately, that's not really going to work out too well for me. Unless. No. Unless. No. No. Wait, no. I got. No. All right, so I gotta figure out some way that I can actually put this thing in here. As you can see, there's no place that you can push it on the side of anything. Unless... Actually, don't know. What to do? What to do? I mean, you gotta figure out something that I can actually push the box against. Which actually shouldn't be that difficult now that I'm thinking about it. I can just do it like this, yeah. Which is silly. But no, that should work out just fine. I just need to go get it in an inverted way. Or do I also need to invert the inverted level too? I think that might, yeah, that would probably work. That's better. Well, that would be a way to be able to get myself inside there, but how exactly? Actually, no, I think I can just do it like... No, that's... Nah. That's not correct. Yeah, if it's not inverted, yeah, if it's like an inverted version of itself, it's just going to be able to be pushed directly into the thing. I need to go get it on the side of one thing, and then like be able to push this over here. But not like that. Ugh. Just like, yeah, what you want to do is you want to like yank it so it's being pushed against itself, which is why I want to do it like this. Which can work sort of, but it just pushes it back into itself. I suppose the other thing that you could ultimately do is try and get it to be pushed against one of the other... No, there's no way to actually access that. Well... Thinking about it though right now. I did it like this. That'd be closer, but not quite. Do I want to invert the inversion of itself? Perhaps. And that said, I think that the real idea that I want to try and accomplish here is pushing this on the edge of the box. But not like that exactly. If I do it that... Okay. Really, though, I think I just want to actually invert this one. Thinking about it right now. Because that way, it's like, yeah, then you can push it up against here. Is that going to work in the way that I want it to? Hard to say. However, there might be something to this. I just need to be able to get a way that I can get into this box without it not working. Which, as of right now, does not seem to be likely to happen. Now there's like this... There are a couple of areas down here that I can push stuff against other stuff. But that's... I don't know, I don't think that's really all that important. Because ultimately, you do need to, you know, end up finding some way to be able to push that... It's like push it into itself would be the ultimate way to do this. Which maybe... Yeah, it's not going to help me out at all. It's not a terrible idea, though. But not really one that I think I'm looking at right now. But yeah, it's like I don't... like, aside from this being 420, there's not really, like, any ideas that I had. Like, if I was going to go do, like, a Dead Cells run or something like that, what would I even end up doing, really? I've been playing this game a bit as of late, but, I mean, you know. Push that there, but that's, you can just push it out of the way. What's going on? Playing another Sokoban game that's actually secretly a way for you to learn programming. As you do. By next year, I'm going to end up like being like, okay, and if I push this box here, the algorithm will run in polynomial time, which will allow you to get the box over to the other side of the arena without taking up too much time and space. Which I think is... Maybe I should just go make that game myself. I don't even know. Or maybe it's just going to be Factorio. I don't know. There's also a good chance that that would also be a thing, too. We'll see, I suppose, at this rate. Well, with the inverted nature of itself, of course, it's like, yeah, you just push itself into itself, but that's not... That literally will result in a paradox, because for some reason you can't take a box outside of a box. You can only put it in a copy of itself. You can't take it outside of a copy of itself. Observe. And then when you try to do this, it's like, yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why would he do it like this? But, it's not really that important, I suppose. Also, it's 420 here. Smoke weed every day. God, let me just go play a terrible version of the next episode, and I'll try to remember all of the lyrics that I possibly can of it, which I can't. I don't really remember too much. This game is called Patrick's Parabox. As you can see from what if I go into like save files or something? No, quit. Nope, quit just that literally closes it. How about that? Come on, internet, do it again. Yeesh, I tell ya. Yep, there you go. Came out last month. Had some people talking about it on stream too, and then I went and watched like a little bit of footage of it and everything. Thought that, yeah, it's like, I don't know, this is definitely in my wheelhouse as far as games that I would play. I can't believe this puzzle, I feel like, is the hardest puzzle that I have done thus far. It's kind of wacky in that way. What if we just have it pushed against itself? Like, I shouldn't be able to... No, I should. Because it just pushes it to the opposite side. What if I uninverted the thing and then tried to push it into itself, I guess? Now, that just causes a loop. Yeah, it's not really going to help too much now, is it? Okay, try that again. Do it from this side. Now, instead, do it from this side. No, that's not really helping me at all yet again. And it's like, yeah. What if I just went from... I mean, you know, there is, like, this entire setup down here. What if I just, like, did this, for example? That didn't really help at all now, did it? Cool. I don't understand. How does this game work? Well, this game works in a very simple way. Here, let's just go do another, like, real quick crash course on how to start it. Well, Patrick's Parabox works in a very simple way. You see, boxes are objects, and objects can contain other objects. Unfortunately, there is only one object in this entire game. It's a box. Works by basic Sokoban rules. You just throw boxes inside of a square, and then you throw yourself inside of the square that looks like the player character box. There. That's the entire thing. And like I said, basic Sokoban constraints. So, you know, you can push it from one side. You can't push it if it's up against the walls, etc. and so on. If you play these sort of games, you know kind of how it goes. However, the difference with this game in particular comes in when you try and push a box into a box when it's already up against the wall. Well, you see what happens is that if you can't actually push it into a solid wall, it does nothing. However, if you can push it inside of a box, it goes into the box. And by pushing it into the box, you also can go into the box. And you can push it out of the box, push it onto there, push it there, there. The way that it works is that it will try to force the object that is active against it into... It'll try to force the passive object into the active object. But since the player character cannot contain a box, at least as far as I know just yet, that is not going to come up here. However, you know, it'll also work the other way around if the first case is not possible. So you just end up doing this sort of thing, yeah. That means that you can kind of like break the normal Sokoban constraints because of that the entire way that sort of thing works. So similarly, There you go. Sokoban means nothing in the face of being able to do this sort of thing. And same thing over here. Oh, wait, no, I do actually need to go from the bottom first. There, up here. The puzzle that you just saw me doing is about 100 levels into this game. So, yes, it does get perhaps a little bit, you know, trickier later on. I was actually doing, like, a puzzle at a rate of, like, 1 a minute when I first started the game. That's significantly slowed down now. So there's World 1. This is so far only working with one box that can contain another box. Here's, like, some tips, for example. One box contains another box, but of course it can go so much farther than that. So anyway, yeah, it's like if you have a box inside of a 9 empty square area, you can pretty much push that around however you could possibly want. And I do. And I will. So it's just like, yeah, this is again just trying to mess around with the whole like constraints of using a Sokoban system by being able to just, you know, create an extra Sokoban system once you push a box into the corner. That sort of thing. It is how that goes. However, now it's at least slightly more difficult in that way. However, all I need to do is just be able to find some sort of way to enter into that box, do that. Done. Now this is where you actually start getting multiple boxes. So how does this one work? Well, pretty simply, because like I said, what it's going to try to do is it's going to, if you cannot push a box any farther, it's going to try to insert the box into another box. And so it does like that. That is true on multiple levels as well, so you can do that sort of stuff. There's also like these red challenge areas. Not like that. But hey, wait a second. Is this working the way that I think it is? Yes. Yes, it absolutely is. Wait. Push a box in a box. There we go. Yeah, it's like, this is, you know, in the same way that Baba like taught you how variables and like functions work, this is going to teach you how classes and like recursion works. So I hope you're having fun here. It is shockingly enough not a very not nearly as complicated as Baba can possibly be, though, as you know. Zoom in out. So yeah, you can kind of like zoom in to see like inside of boxes. I don't know, I never used this function. You can do it though. It is entirely possible to do. And here, this is just like put this one over here so that you have a box on top of there to start with, and then due to Sokoban constraints, you can just go do that, push this one down, push it back out, right onto here, and puzzle solved. Easy. And basically, you can just kind of continue going on like this forever. Now, yeah, this one is slightly more difficult because the Sokoban's constraints still are in play. So, you know, for example, I could try to push it from the right, but that's not going to work since I can't push it around the corner. So you need to do it like this instead. There you go. And it's like, it just kind of keeps going like that for a very long time, in fact. Multiple levels of different things. Look at that. I'm tempted to stop watching the stream. Trust me, the first few puzzles are not particularly... Like, this, I gotta say, compared to, like, Baba Is You, a fairly easy puzzle game, all things considered. Hey, this is the first time that we actually have recursion, because you can have the same box that you exist in within the box that you're in. That's right. Little did you know that such a thing can happen. I mean, I knew that because I played this game. And it's like being able to work with like the whole constraint of like having boxes that already exist within boxes is an entire thing to do here. So, you know, you do it like this, for example. And I can push it back down here. And there we go. I'm tempted to just straight up do a series on this. Like, like push that there, push that over here. There you go. It's like I'm tempted to do a series on this because, of course, I have been enjoying the game. I think it's pretty good. And yeah, it's like looks like a fun little game. It is. Very much so. Okay, so yeah, this one pretty simple because what you want to do is you want to just go get over here, get up in here, push the box that you just did back down. over here. But again, it's like it works around the normal Sokoban constraints due to the way that things are, you know, wacky nonsense. Empty. Oh yeah, this is a fun one. So this is like, what if a box just doesn't have anything in it, and it can have its 3x3 array? Yeah, again, it's programming, everybody. We're just doing programming games again. Have a 3x3 array just like entered like that. Well, you get stuff like this. And yeah, it functions like in the exact way that you think it does. So yeah, like normally if you push this against the wall, well, now you can't push the box around. However, due to the wacky way that like an empty box is going to work, wait, do need to have this down one here. Due to the wacky way that a box is going to work, boxes appear in the middle of the box that you push them into. And when you push them out, they just appear directly next to the other box. So, you know, there, that sort of thing. Oh, this is an interesting one. So obviously you can see here that it's like you can have boxes within boxes, etc., and so on. Oh yeah. How do you want to do this one? Yes, no. This one is actually very simple. Push it out, and then since you can push it from any side because they're empty stuff, then you just push that on there, right there. Easy. And yeah, this sort of thing. So yeah, here's where it's just like I said, the active box absorbs the passive box. So it does that if you do it like that. However, if I just do it like this instead. Wait, no, just like that. And then I can just push it back out because the box, regardless of the level that you're on, it's like the boxes still apply in the exact same way. If you put a box from another, can you go immediately from one to the other without size change? Yes, that is actually an entire world. Here, let me go show you the other save file that I had. Enter it in here. Yeah, transfer, right here. Here is literally an entire world playing. Wait, go back to the hub. Here's literally an entire world playing around with that concept. Like, look, for example. So if you do this, it's like normally just push the box out of the way. However, there's no place to actually push the box. You will transfer over to the other box from the area that you come into it at. Otherwise, like I said, you always appear in the middle of the box. That's just the way that the game works. And it's like, this is actually kind of like deeper in the game than you might think, but it can in fact work this way. The only thing is that it has to be in a way that you cannot exit the box. So it's just like, yeah. And then you can kind of like mess around with that in a bunch of different wacky ways due to how, you know, like I said, the whole constraints of how the puzzle works here. So, for example, you push that one out, but since you can't push it out anymore, because as you can see, I'm kind of strapped down in this area, you can just go right across. Yep. But here, let's go back to the second save file because there's still a whole bunch of extra stuff here considering how exactly it works and everything. Yeah, like I said, it's like you either try to exit bosses is the first thing. Exit boxes is the first thing that you try to do. But if you cannot exit a box, then there are other things that the game will attempt to do. Yeah, and you can look at the outside here, and it's pretty much exactly what you expect it to be, like that. Go from the upper part, press down, push them into place. There you go. Easy. It's like a lot of this, like I said, this is not the hardest game I've ever played, certainly, but I don't know, maybe I am just very, very receptive to being able to understand. Oh wait, no, understand that. Maybe I'm just very, very receptive to being able to understand puzzles like this. Yeah, you can see how like this has this little the little L shape down there. Well, that's because that's very much intended for you to do this sort of thing. And then go from the bottom, right there, there you go. Non-Euclidean? What do you mean? It's a four-sided box. This is not non-Euclidean. Non-Euclidean does not mean what I think you think it means. Anyway. Oh, here's something fun. All right, there's Paradox. Why? Okay, so for some reason, a box can contain itself. You can push a box into itself. You cannot push a box out of itself. You'd think that they would be able to do that, but otherwise this is exception handling. Hey, look, everybody, it's another programming concept. This is exception handling. Why does it work like that? I don't know. But, you know. And otherwise, it's like, it works in the exact same way that you think it would, because it's like it is inside of itself. So you can, like, alter it in whatever way that you think you might be able to. That sort of thing. Eat. And so what does it mean by eat? Well, I'm just kind of messing around with, like, how exactly, for example, the boxes work. Like, so you can push that into there. However, the way that priority takes, like I said, is that the active box eats the other box in that way. And that's going to be a big part of a lot of the puzzles here. And, you know, for example, this is, you know, just playing around with that exact concept. But you can also still push things into stuff if there's no other place. If the box can't be absorbed by another box, the box is, you know, alternatively absorbed into the other box, you know? And then just push that one up one more, because otherwise I wouldn't have room to do stuff. There you go. Oh, it's quite a simple puzzle in a lot of ways, but, you know, it's also an entire thing just by itself. So yeah, you can see that the way that this works is that you are supposed to have this box eaten by the other box. Vorday. It's not August yet, but soon enough. Soon enough in several months, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and like the way that this whole thing works. All right, so this is, yeah. Oh wait, no. That's the trick. You know, you can't just push it out there due to Sokoban constraints. So what you do is you just do it like that. There. It's like that is the entire basic thing of what you want to do. And then here it just plays around with it because of how exactly, you know, the, again, Sokoban constraints. There's a lot of Sokoban constraints here, you understand? So one box eats another because it cannot go inside the other one. The order of operation specifically, like I said, is that the active box, i.e., for example, I'm pushing this box, which is the box that I'm currently inside, is being pushed into the other box. So before that box, so this box that I'm pushing is going to absorb the other box. And then if it is not possible to do that, the other box will try to absorb it. If it's not possible to do that, then it will instead just fail entirely. Fail outright. Box fornication. This is not fornication. This is literally putting boxes inside boxes. Come on, people. Don't be so crass. It's so crass, chat. Can't believe you people. I mean, okay, so yeah, the basic obvious way. This, they want you to make this thing work or this type of deal. And then yes, it's like by having this one. This is again Sokoban constraints. Yeah, and there you can see, like I said, order of operation. Box, birth, box. They're being stored inside of each other. Come on, it's literally like you put things into a box. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah. That's how it should be able to be done, but you don't have space to be able to do it. Or what's the shtick again? Right. Yeah, it's like you can't go from the bottom, but you can go from the top because boxes are going to be tried to be put inside of boxes in whatever way the game can try and make that happen. I'm old. I remember exhibition memes from back when Pimp My Ride was on the air. Come on now, really. It's like moving, except you don't get a new home. Yes, and then you get, yeah, here's one of my favorite type of levels in the entire game. Of course it is. The one where they just show you exactly how everything works. It's like, I love, they just straight up play their hand on how it all works. So, yeah, you see there are two boxes that exist here. You see how the second one works? That's how you go inside of a box. It's like, it's the simplest thing. There you go. Hey, everybody. Here's a level that literally shows you the exact inner workings of the game, just as like a fun affectation. But yeah, a number of different things going on here as well. Specifically, this one, shows you that you can push it from like whatever side you want, and like I said, it works in the exact same way that you think it does. Although I do need that second box there, I suppose I shouldn't really forget about. Yeah. But I mean, the idea here is that yeah, you push that. Trying to remember here. Okay. Reference. Yeah. Because the idea is supposed to be that that with boxes inside boxes, you can also exit boxes if it's the same box like that. There you go. Yeah. Okay. It just took me a second to remember. Ugh. Still, I feel like, again, I'm trying to talk about how good and easy and cool I am at playing this video game. It's like I should remember exactly how this works. Boxes inside of boxes is an entire thing, you see. And there. I can do that. And with that, you just basically do it the opposite way. Although I do need to stop at green. I forgot about that. Yeah, so let me just do that one instead. Go get the correct box here. And then I need to stop at green. So, no. You need to stop at green. You need to stop at green. Okay. Like, this is not a very complicated sort of the way that this entire thing works, you understand? Yes, nested boxes within boxes. You know how it goes. It's an entire thing. It is an entire thing, really. I mean, you know. Why wouldn't it be? Anyway, okay, so if I want to go from the top, is there a way that I can get this to go from the top? No. Yes? No. But, no. Restart this one. Okay, so if I go down from the top, then I end up in the green box. But if I go from the top, you can't push it from the right because of the way the constraints of the constraints of how this sort of stuff works. However, I can push this up here. Push this down here. You can go down from the top here. Go from over here. You can push this in again from the bottom. Why do I want to do this? Do I want to do this? I don't think I want to do this. Wait, do I want to do this? Yeah, no, I might want to do this. Wait. No, I think I got it here. Yeah, and then you go from this side over here. Yeah, there you go. Again, it's like, this shouldn't be that difficult. I know what the solutions are here. It takes me like less than a second to actually solve the damn thing. And then you can go from this side, push it up here, go from the bottom again, go over here, push it into the actual box, and there you're done. That's the entire puzzle solution. Man, why did I choke on that one of all things? I tell you. Anyway, there are also like the Dread Challenge puzzles and everything like that I can be doing, and I could just do that right now. So, if I so feel like it, I suppose. But the other thing is that I do have all those other here. Delete me a save file right now. Yes. Now back to the matter at hand. I was actually doing a different level right now. No, I actually don't want to go into Cycle. Cycle's the next one. I haven't completed all of these puzzles just yet. Yes, I still got to complete this one, of course. All right. Okay. Every time we try and push a box against another box, it tries to force the box into the box, if it's possible. That's kind of the entire way this whole thing works. What to do, though? What to do? The other thing, of course, I can do is just go and do, those 2 boxes at the bottom are sus? Yes, they are. But I mean, those are programming concept here again, everybody. Warning, programming. These are pointer boxes. They point back into the box I'm currently inside. So you can't actually enter those boxes themselves. It just puts me back into this box. That's the entire way that thing works. And like I said, you can push a box inside of a box, but you can't push a box out of a box because it does this. It's pretty annoying. And then it's like you can't even enter boxes from this point. They're totally and completely locked off because it's an exception handler. Again, programming. Oh. I mean, you can see that everything that has the sheen on it, the like scanning light, whatever you want to call it, that means that these boxes are inverted. That, you know, compared to the actual boxes they are representing, they are the opposite, which is why, you know, when I go off the side here, I end up on the left side of the box rather than the right side, even though logically I should be on the other side there. So the question here becomes, how do I do this? Because every one of these boxes, they're all the same boxes. It's a box and then a pointer to 2 boxes on the bottom. I think the first thing I need to do is uninvert the box, which I can do easily like that. So normal box is now uninverted. And for example, when I go out the right side now I go off the right side. What I need to do is I need to have something so that I can push this to the left with it being stopped. However, there's nothing here that would allow me to do that unless I tried to like push the box against the box, but it's like then I can also just, you know, like I said, create a loop then of pushing the box outside of the box, which is cool and everything, but not very helpful. I can't change the scale because there are, I mean, the thing is there's only actually 2 boxes that exist in this entire puzzle. The one I'm currently inside, and then the one that's right next to me. I was just about to ask if you push a referential box outside of itself. Oh, that actually results in a sigma error, I think it's called. Or at least that's what the symbol looks like, right? The backwards 3 epsilon error. If you try and like mess around with the scale of things by using the referential boxes like that. It's like there's not a whole lot of errors, but pushing a box outside of itself it doesn't work. I mean, would you call these ones? Okay, references are a thing in Java, and that's what these things would be called. This one is literally, it's also like a pointer to itself. You know what I'm talking about here. But like, yeah, you can easily push a box into itself. You just can't push a box out of itself. It's strange. I don't know why they ended up having it work like that. Anyway, there's just 2 very simple ways in how those work. Obviously, it's just like, yeah, you can like push these against each other, but that doesn't really do much of anything because there's no point of entry or exit next to those things. Baba seems to give you less powerful tools to break things. I mean, in some ways it gives you more powerful tools because the boxes have specific functions associated with them. This game, in this game, every single object is a box, and they all work in the exact same way. Baba gives you objects that are malleable by the words that you're given. They're both very funky versions of... Sokoban puzzles, needless to say. It's like, this is not a traditional Sokoban puzzle in a lot of ways. Okay. Now, here's the thing, though. Yes, this is... If it's inverted, then I should be able to, like, reverse push it against itself. Yeah. But it'll still be pushed inside of... Yeah, it's like if I do it like this. Okay, here. Let me invert this one real quick to begin with. I think I want it on that side. Then I think I want to keep this inverted. Because if I do it like this. Yeah, but that pushes it on the opposite side. So I actually want to... Yeah, right. You want to do it like this. But it's like, you got to do it like that, but... If it's uninverted, then it's going to be the opposite side. Because the thing is, I'm just going to push it inside of there. Which, maybe I want to do... No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, because that just covers it up. It's like where I push it against myself. But, I mean, that's... Yeah. There's something worthwhile to do with that. No, actually, no, wait, no, hold up. I do want to do it like this, because then I can do it like, that. There. yeah, of course. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense than I was thinking. It's just like, yeah, pushing it, you know, ultimately I'm using myself as a solid object. Okay. Well, anyway. This should be like a little bit more simple from this point then. All right, so the referential, the recursive box. Let's just say recursive box. The recursive box is inverted. Have that one down there. This is where I ultimately need to get to, but I need to get to... Okay. First off, want to invert this one. I think that's obvious just to begin with. How am I going to do this, though? I mean, you always appear in the middle. You always appear in the middle. There we go. And again, the problem is that if I try and push a box outside of itself, it doesn't work. Yeah. Just creates a paradox. Which again doesn't make any sense. You could easily make it so that the box just recurses back inside itself again. But whatever. It's like, just say that this is how it functions at this point in time. Well, okay. One of the things you do have, though, is that you can push this box inside of here. This is indeed a possibility. Is it a useful possibility? I don't know. And I can go in different inverted forms of itself due to the whole way that thing works. But I need to be able to... How would it work without erroring on this specific level? I mean, I might not need to push it outside of itself. Well, the other way that you can do it, it's like you cannot push it outside of itself. You cannot push a box outside of itself. You can only push a box into itself. Which is why I don't think that's just not a solution, is the thing. Alright, well, one thing I can do is if I just go, like, up here. It's not going to be useful, though. I'm going to get that box Sokobond into the corner. I can also do it like this to give myself a little bit more freedom for how I want to do stuff. Now, is this useful, though? Is the question. Because, like, yes, I can do that, but why? Obviously, then I can't exit because the box is inside of the red box, as you can see. Recursive box is box. Yeah, I mean, pretty much. You can just think... Here's the thing. What you can do is you can just think of these things as literally, what do you call double arrays? It's got a name here, right? What if you push it deeper into the red cube? The problem is that if I push it deeper into the red cube, I'm not going to be able to get it away from the wall. However, that would do something. Allow me to get over here. And I mean, I can push... Oh, boy. It's like, yeah, I can push an instance of itself outside of there. Because it's just like, if it recurses one way, it'll recurse another way. I wonder if second guy's around. Because I'm sure that... I mean, I was talking about it at the start of the stream here, that, like, maybe he'd be interested in getting in on this. Well, anyway, yeah, it's just like, okay. Okay, restart this entire thing. I think what I want to do is I want to go get an inverted box. There we go. Okay, before I do that, see if he has to see if he feels like getting in on this. Okay. So I can push it. Yeah, the problem is... Okay. I think I want to push it inside of here then, right? The question, though... the problem, though... Okay. Yeah, I think what I want to do is I want to push it in here, and then I want to uninvert it. If I can. Right, no, you push itself out of itself. Trying. I'll keep Discord open in case I'm on here. Yeah. We'll see exactly feels like getting on. Okay. Damn it, what am I doing? Hey, Cirque, welcome to Parabox. It's the box. It's boxes within boxes, as you do. Which is what you do. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from putting a box inside of a box. Push deeper into the right cube and you can exit. You can also create clones of that box as well. Is that... Doesn't give you much to do for space, though, is the problem. So what do I actually want to do? My laziness prevents me from putting a box inside of a box. What do you mean? Put boxes inside boxes all the time. If you live inside of like a house, you basically put a box inside of a box. What is it called like a double-sided array? Here. Let's go get the second guy in here. He seems to be online right now. Hey?
What's up?
Yeah. I think I have you a little bit loud here. Let me turn you down on my end.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm turning you down. I can't hear the stream in the background, but yeah, no, I played a lot of this game, like in the last couple weeks. Or really just the last 2 days.
In the last couple weeks, really?
No, it was more of a two-day game. I pretty much beat every meaningful level. I haven't gone back and done all the 100% or anything. How many spoilers? How far are you?
I'm 168 puzzles into the game.
So you're doing every puzzle up to this point.
Oh yeah, like what are you talking about? Let me just go back and show you each one of the things. You see how they all have the white outline around them?
I'm actually not seeing that because of the delay, but I will. I know what you're talking about.
Systematically going through. Well, okay, first off, you can see how there's like the white box around the uncompleted levels. I'm systematically going through every single one of the levels.
Of course. Yeah. Well,
like, what are you, not a true gamer?
I mean, well, it was like, this is about the point where I started to be like, okay, I just want to do the core levels and then go to the
core levels are boring though. Come on, live a little.
You haven't gotten to the many of the fun ones. You've done Transfer though. Okay, yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I was actually just talking about Transfer, and also it's like I just do love the way that it just shows you exactly how the game works.
Yeah.
It's just okay. Here. Let's get rid of all of the pretenses, smoke and mirrors, and everything. This is what the game actually looks like when you're doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, come on! I can't believe you didn't.
I love the blue levels. Yeah, the blue levels are awesome. I mean, the thing is, they're almost always what some of the simpler levels. It's more just figuring out, doing that mental encoding to figure out what the puzzle's actually
Well,
saying.
when you see all of the boxes literally right next to each other, it does make it a little bit easier to just kind of like abstract it in a different way in your brain, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, if I wanted to actually,
of course, I like how this. I really love how this game blends like the Sokoban like logic. It's not very heavy on the Sokoban thing. It's just like it clearly presents you with this barrier here. Like,
yeah, I mean it's a very simple Sokoban barrier, all things considered.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the simple way to solve this, the simple way to start solving this would be to send the flip through itself, but that would cause an infinite paradox.
Yep. Well,
let me guess, you're gonna be much better than I am at this because like you're like a savant at these types of games.
I mean, you should have seen it because when I initially started this game, I was doing like a puzzle a minute. That is crazy. That is again going through every single one of these systematically, every single puzzle.
Now that's very surprising to me because I know you've talked about Baba as you being like a programming game. For me, this is like, it's similar in a lot of ways, but it's so much more difficult to conceptualize because of all the recursion. There's a lot less options. It's a lot simpler, but there's just so much recursion that it's hard to keep track of. Like,
I don't know. I got the video game brain. I got the brain that does the video game. So it's like the first thing I do is just attempt to to work out what exactly can I do.
You're like, this is just the same thing as an overworld to me. Like my brain is that advanced. This is just it's just a simple overworld within an underworld. You put the underworld into the overworld. It's very, very simple. If you know anything about games.
Why do you think they ended up not allowing you to push a box outside of a box, but you can push a box inside of a box?
You can't push because it's the same paradox basically.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Because I think what they're saying
it would be an infinite loop either way due to the fact
you think about it abstractly. It's just I think that's because that is a good question. I think where would it go though? Like where would the box go?
But either way, it will go into itself.
I think they do answer this. I would say.
But the thing is, the way boxes work in this game is that they have a very specific way in how they work. They go into the middle of a box that can go into box.
So I like it because what they did is, yes, maybe they're going to have a weirder mechanic involving that later. Thank you. Yeah, no,
maybe. I don't know, because the way the paradoxes work is that you can't enter boxes. Like when you get into the exception handler square, it just prevents you from re-entering boxes.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like that, but they do use it as a mechanic later on. So it's
it's interesting because again, I'm systematically going through every one of the levels, and now it's like actually kind of getting difficult.
Yeah. No, I mean, I just feel like part of it is you just got to get into that Bob as you mode. Like, okay, what can I try here? What can I try here? And I'm sure you were doing that before.
That's literally every puzzle game, where it's just like, okay, what can I do?
Oh, I think you tried something new there. You haven't done that before.
No, I did do this before. It's just I didn't really know where to go from here, because the thing is, if you try and if you try and set it up like this, you push the red box into the red box, and then it's Sokoban again. Sokoban again. Oh no. But it's like there's stuff you could do. But like I said.
Oh yeah, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, well,
it just sends you into the exact. Hey, let's go try the puzzle.
Why can't? Yeah, okay. There. I was gonna kind of suggest that is like you can go outside that now. I don't remember this puzzle specifically, so I'm just.
These are all these. I mean, obviously, I've solved the mainline puzzles. I can just go into the next area if I want to. But whatever. Yeah. No, we're doing back flip.
Yeah. Have you tried? How much have you done with the clone stuff? You've done the whole clone levels, right?
Oh, of course. I mean, I've done everything. Yes. Observe again.
Yeah.
I'm
just
very
don't
proud
remember the
of this.
exact order. Yes, you're very good at video games.
I'm very good at video games, and don't you forget it.
I won't for a second.
Hey, which puzzle do you have questions on? Because I'm only too happy to answer.
I think I might actually have gotten all of them up to this point in my game. Like because I mean, it really does. I feel like there's maybe a few with the ones that are like that have like 4 levels, but I think it'd be even that one at some point.
I
I don't know. The ones where they're like 4 interlocking levels or whatever. But I think I've beaten a lot of those. Let's see. So
if you leave
I
the
mean,
box from that game statum instead of pushing the red box into itself.
now is there a
What?
way to? Is this the one you're in the clone mode? You're past clone mode. You're just in the flip one, right?
Yeah, I'm
Is this-
clearly in the flip one right now.
Okay.
How would you push this one to the right?
Well, I feel like you definitely. Is there any way you could flip that red box? Because like it's pointing the wrong
Yes,
way.
by pushing it outside of the flip box, but then
Mhm.
stuck. You know how that
Why?
is.
Why are you stuck for that?
Why are you stuck for that? Because there's no. I mean, I guess
it's
yeah,
on
I
the
can do it like
oh.
this, but how do I get it back in?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
without sokabanning myself yet again.
Okay, yeah, no shit. This is. No, it's funny because
I guess
I'm forgetting
I got
how
the video
difficult it is. I
game
only
brain.
beat this a few
If you
days
present,
ago, yeah.
it's one of those things where it's just like if you present the problem as a video game, I will be 1,000% more inclined to solve it.
Okay. So is there any? So you can get the level into the red box. Is there anything you could do with it after that? Like you can push it outside.
I mean,
because then you're pushing the red box outside.
Okay, if I do this, then
Well, oh wait, could you put?
you can push it in here, and then you could leave from here and push it back out. Yes.
Yeah.
But to be able to do that correctly, oh, thank you, X Resident, Resident. I'm sorry if I'm doing the name wrong. No Dead Cells today. We're just doing old Sokoban programming intro games. The Resident. Yeah. Okay. We're just doing old programming Sokoban games again.
Did you make any progress just now? It felt like you're in the same
Yeah,
area.
yes, but also no.
Okay.
No. I think I got something here. No, right.
It feels like
Right.
the
You can't push it out of itself. Okay.
Can't push it out of itself, but maybe can you leave? Yeah, okay. So you can now if you push that out, are you in a different you are in a different place, it's just that they both got flipped. So it's useless.
No, it's not. That's
Is
not
it-
true at
it's not?
all. No, yes it is.
Oh.
Unless no.
Wait,
that is a
didn't
new
you-
mirror. Yeah, that's true. That is a new mirror of the level because that. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah. What I.
Was
Okay. So. I'm inverting the inversion of the level because as you can see right now, both the level and the level inside the level are inverted. But if I do it like this, you uninvert it.
Are we absolutely sure that that last one wasn't the right answer?
No,
'Cause,
this
like,
is definitely a good. This is definitely a good idea.
'cause I feel like no. I think what happens when you do this is you flip both. Oh no, never mind. I was like, for some
Yeah,
reason, I was
you just flip them
thinking-
the opposite direction. It's literally the exact
Okay.
same puzzle. It's just
Now,
now
can
flipped
you
in the
just
opposite
leave
direction.
from the bottom? What would it do if you just left the bottom? Would that change anything, or would that flip everything?
If I just leave from the bottom, I
Yeah.
leave from the bottom.
Oh,
I
but
mean,
wait.
you know how
Oh, that's
that
right.
is.
That's right. I forget. It doesn't flip everything. Okay. No. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, the problem is that I can
That's right,
do
it
that,
doesn't
but it
flip
literally just flips the entire level. So everything's the exact same. It's just flipped horizontally.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a new perspective. Maybe this is one of those Brian Eno's like oblique
Yes.
strategies.
Does that help though?
Brian
don't-
Eno's dang old.
I could literally
oblique
just,
strategy.
turn on like 180 flip degree monitor settings or something and we could do the exact same thing.
Well, wait. What if you? That's fair. What if you?
Dakota
pushed
Wolf
the-
does some Inception shit. Oh, this entire game is Inception shit. It's actually really great.
Yeah.
I love it. But
Yeah, no, I actually really like it. It's not quite like as the programming in its full generality as Bob as you, but it's.
I think you can get a lot out of like understanding exception handling, recursion,
Yeah.
and just like classes entirely. Understanding
And-
objects.
Instantiation, yeah, I especially like the clone levels for that because it really is like you got to think like, okay, I put this abstraction into the world, and now I'm in the concrete version of it. You can have many abstractions, or I guess it would be the opposite. Like, yeah, you instantiate this concrete thing, and then you go into the abstraction of it.
Okay, no, I think I got it. Okay, I'm so dumb. You can just push it outside of it.
But you
Look, you don't need to push it from the bottom. You can just push it down.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
that's embarrassing. But there's okay. That's not that bad.
Uh-huh.
Because all I need to do is just do it from here. Now this is an inverted
think you
version of
still
itself.
might
Same
need to
basic
go-
concept of what I was doing
yeah.
before. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah, and I think you might need to go in. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Oh, I do need to. Before though, I do need to push this in the correct location, which is up here. Though you can just push it. You can push it. This game is so ridiculous. But like, yeah, here we go. Okay, there you go. Hey everybody, I solved it. I did a big stanky solving of the problem. Although I do need to uninvert that now.
Wait, why did you push that? Oh, yeah. Okay. No, you had it.
Because like, yeah, now it's inverted incorrectly. It needs to be inverted in the other way. Which means that I need to push this one up here first.
No, you got it. No, you just why wouldn't you just push it down? Oh, because you have to get into it. Okay, of course, yeah.
Because I need to be able to get into it.
So, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
actually, I need to do this one more because it needs to be here instead for the Sokoban action.
Yeah, you need to back up a little bit so I'd put it there because otherwise, and you do have to make some end arounds in order to flip it. Like,
now we can do it. Now we just push it here. That inverts it. Then I can push this one down here. There, we're done. We're done. We did it, everybody.
You got it. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you got it.
Take out the video game brain.
Like, yeah. No.
What is this? This is Patrick's Parabox. We were just talking about. It is. It's another Sokoban game to teach you programming.
Yeah, like it's a Baba-like. I don't know if we can say that because it does feel like it's the same kind of.
Call it that. Come on, that is. Yeah. I think we're a little bit far away from having that happen just yet.
Okay, well, would you call it a roguelike? Because every puzzle... No.
Well, I mean, it does have these, which are incredibly similar to roguelikes.
Yeah.
Like, it even has the ASCII art and everything, but...
I love, like, the ASCII. So you notice they changed that for the flip? Because it's got
I mean, in the same way that the puzzles have the like, light sheen going over it.
Oh, yeah, actually,
they just flip back and forth between...
The bold one, I think, was like that's the portal, like that's a reference to, like it's the direct reference, and then it's a slash. It will flash with a backslash when it's flipped.
It's.
I mean, you haven't seen that. So.
It's just like it's all just the very simple representations showing you. It's just showing you the entire inner workings of the game in those. I love it.
Personally, what I love is just that, like, you can do it, even though it's really hard to explain what you're doing. You're like
you did it so quickly, I lost track of the inversions and the steps you were taking.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, the thing is, when you push it in or out of an inverted box, it inverts it. This we're learning a lot. Okay, now we got in a crash course in logic gates.
Unless it's itself, in which case it goes to infinity or epsilon. Have you run into epsilon?
Well, you run into that a lot in the clone thing because of pointers being put inside their own object and everything like that.
Yeah, and also I would say in the transfer one, you get a lot of those because you have to deal with like these things where you have to push. Yeah,
because you gotta. That's the transfer thing is just taking the Sokoban action to the extreme. That actually doesn't really have too much to do with the programming aspect. Hey, Saint Spur. I'm doing pretty good. Obviously, just kind of tackling yet another Sokoban puzzle game as you do.
the most popular games on the stream, right?
I don't care. I love these games.
Actually, I bet Baba is used pretty popular. That's just fun to watch.
Well, I think it is. Look, I will just straight up for me, I will just straight up go throw on speed runs, TASes, even just long plays of games and just watch them.
And just sit and marinate over these puzzles.
Yeah, no, I before playing this game, I just there's a guy Alpha Beta Gamer. They just did do a bunch of indie games 10 minutes to an hour or something like that. It's like they did one on this series, and I just sat down and I watched the entire thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy this game now.
Yeah. By the way,
but like I was saying, if you push it in or out, this is currently an inverted box. You can tell because it has the light sheen over it. If I push anything in or out, it's also going to invert it. If I do the same thing, it's also going to uninvert it. And obviously, inverting myself makes no difference because you have full control over your player. And it doesn't matter if you're inverted or not. You're always considered a solid square.
By the way, I feel like there's so much more that the game doesn't do, and this could just maybe this is resolved with some of the challenge levels, but I feel like there's still so many mechanics you could do with this game if you really wanted to. I feel like they only scratched the surface.
There's custom levels.
Yeah, I mean, and
also
I feel like
recurse in this. I don't know if you ever went to this menu. It's just like recurse
I haven't
goes
yet.
backwards.
wait,
and it
what
literally and it literally does go backwards in that way, because then if you press exit to like cancel, you go back into extras.
Oh, I totally missed that. That's fucking great. I'm sorry.
Inverting yourself doesn't invert your controls.
Yeah.
Thank fucking God. But it's like that's actually such a
that
dumb,
might be a bug.
Dumb little detail for no reason.
We might actually. I would consider that to be a bug, and frankly, I think
it literally says.
Well, you know what?
Literally says recur. Did you see the name of the stream, by the way?
Pre-taped content. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course, after everything in all of the series. By the way, I was telling you earlier that we got Betrayer, we got Sexy Brutale, both done. 2 episodes of each.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
This weekend or so.
Oh man, Betrayer's an interesting game, and it's just.
Did you like it? It's complicated.
Well, we're not gonna end up doing the side stories though.
Okay.
Why? Because they are very, very edgy.
Okay.
And I'm just like, okay. No, I see exactly how I want to do this. So what you want to do is you want to uninvert it, except you can't because you push it against yourself, of course. But however,
by the way, you've done this before. You've got the achievement for doing that. I think it's designed. There's a level in the flip section that's designed to give you the pushing against yourself, because it wouldn't make sense to push against yourself.
Yep, got that one.
Until you get to the flip section. Yeah, that's cute.
Okay, but it's like, okay, well, what I need to do is I need to uninvert this, which means I need to go push this into an inverted thing and then uninvert it, which means that all I gotta do is just.
How do you think about this stuff without moving the pieces? For me, I feel like I do this thinking I guess I do this eventually, what you're doing, but I have trouble conceptualizing.
I can't invert it like that. I need to
practicing things.
Okay.
I don't know how you're doing this without talking it out.
Well, I mean, I can talk it out if you want. Okay, so by having this inverted, when it gets sent into the opposite thing, it's going to be inverted. But on the initial go, it's not going to uninvert itself. So I can do it like this.
That makes no sense.
What do you mean it makes no sense? You just go through this, and then you can go out here, and then this inverts it.
It's simple.
Yeah, it's simple. I just inverted it. What do you mean? Although I do need to go give myself a little bit more space.
Go back up so you give you space. Yeah, that makes sense. I know that stuff.
See?
I can get the basics.
I feel like that was a very easy to understand sort of puzzle solution.
Well, you just push the diagonal path the other way.
What, did people not get that? I thought it was easy to understand, because when you push yourself into it doesn't uninvert it immediately. It uninverts it after you are pushed to the second thing.
This sounds like how professors describe their thought processes. What made you decide to write this book? Well, blah 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 blah. I was in California for a few years, and then I just noticed some paintings I thought were really cool, and then I decided, I'm gonna make this my entire career.
So you want to invert this, and then you want to uninvert that. And there you go.
I think that's the first step.
Well, no, what you want to do is you want to. Okay. It's actually really simple. What you want to do is you want to invert this to start with, and then you want to uninvert it.
Sure.
And then you want to reinvert it. Okay. Although I do need to actually have it. Wait, no, I do need to have it pushed into the thing first.
I think it's a little bit tricky. Yeah, you do have to push it in, and that's pretty straightforward, right?
It's all incredibly easy. I don't know why people don't understand it. Oh no, I can't do it like that. You got to do it like this, not like this, but like this. Yeah. No.
Of course.
Yes. No.
Yeah. No. This
is correct though. Okay.
I feel bad that they didn't have any real fake outs in this entire game, where it's just it's actually you can just move to the exit.
just do it like this too? Oh, right.
I thought this one was actually a lot subtler than it seemed. Like, because yeah, just simple stuff like that. Like that was the most obvious thing. It's just, oh, but actually that will break it.
Why is invert uninvert different than leaving it in space? I mean, well,
It's really the Sokoban one in this one. Because
yeah, the
you
Sokoban
can't,
problems are Sokobaning. Wait, no,
like
you can invert,
look-
right?
look
How
at
did
the
I
red
forget
one.
about the fact that you can invert?
Of course.
Now, do I need to have it uninverted or reinverted first? Yes, I do. Because
I
otherwise,
think
then
you
it's going
got
to
it,
come out in the
actually.
inverted form. Why is invert then uninvert any different from leaving it in its current state? Because I need to Sokoban it.
Yeah,
You know.
and really that's how the Sokoban thing is really subtle, but it's really in the background of all of this. Like you might think, well, you could do anything you want with the green one or the red one, but as soon as you go into that inverter, then it's on the wall or the either one of the left or right walls, so you
Yeah.
can't really do anything except push things into it.
So then it's like you uninvert this one.
You have to.
Well, no. What you want to do is okay. So it's like
I actually think you were pretty close there.
no. I
Yeah.
definitely had it because like that uninverts it, and then that inverts it.
Uh-huh. Sokoban is the pushing the squares, like it's like I think it's called like a warehouse game. Is the Japanese
Sokoban
term.
literally means warehouse manager.
Oh, okay.
Soko is warehouse. Ban is like the manager.
Yeah, aren't these like kind of a common like board game thing? Like you'll find like board
That was an
games that you
incredibly common puzzle game for many years because it was so easy to make. I mean, hell, even in give me a second.
but the basic gameplay thing, the mechanic is that like there are these squares, and if something's on the wall, you usually can't like pry it out of the wall. So you have to be careful about pushing it into the wall because unless the solution, so you're basically getting to a goal state from some blocks in a certain place, and you have to push them into the correct locations to complete the objective.
Yeah, but you
I've
can't
actually
push
been
them if
playing
they're
a
up
lot of
against the
these.
wall, like, a real box.
By the way, I did get Steven Sausage Roll, which is just
You did!
and another one
speaking
by
of
the same
Sokoban
guy.
games.
It was like the other one was like English Country Lane or something like that. It's by the same guy, but that one's like some really weird sci-fi English country tune. Just some
So you
weird
push this thing out, that immediately goes into the infinite box.
But
I was like, hey, Poop
yeah.
fans, welcome to the Sokoban Wacky stream.
Would you say that Baba Is You is the most famous Sokoban of all time?
No, of course not. I think Sokoban is.
Oh, fair enough.
There are so many because the heck of a lot less complicated and programmery. Yeah, it's like these games are very easy to program. They're an extremely easy genre of game to program, which is why so many of them exist.
I didn't realize it, but now that I'm thinking about it, a ton of games that I've played, like one of the reasons I understand Sokoban games intuitively is because so many games had like mini game sections that are just simple versions of Sokoban.
Yeah, there's literally a Sokoban section in NetHack that looks like this.
Oh, I didn't realize this was even a reference. That's cool.
I don't think this was a reference to this because this is just a very programmery way to represent the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
I don't really think it's too different.
Uh-huh. I do think if you invert Patrick and they don't do this, they should make it a Q, which would be again like that. But I feel like
Okay, so that
saying,
inverts it, by the way.
what was that?
That inverts the 2. It is no longer an inverted 2.
Okay.
No, trust me, I know what I'm doing with this.
No, I understand.
Bye, Poopy fans. Thanks for coming by.
Does anyone have any questions about the Sokoban game show?
Okay, so this is an uninverted version of this. If I push it outside... Yeah, I was just going to do that.
I was definitely taking your approach of like thinking a lot more about like how they how they designed it, because this is one of those levels. These levels you can only do one thing really, or there's only you can.
Well, I mean,
There's
you can
only
do
one
literally everything that you can do in the regular game. It's just
there's Well, yeah, but these are simple levels. Like they make these levels simpler because just to not be
By the way, yeah, if
burdensome.
this pushes itself against itself. No, wait, would it do that?
I mean, you think about
Yes.
the goal state, you have to have like it back to back somehow with 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think the idea here would be that. Right. Yeah, you need to have a back to back, but you need to have the backs to be. Okay. So if I were to be able to invert the 1, or uninvert the one that exists there. You can push a box into a box, but you can't push a box out of a box.
I mean,
which is why I can do it like that. Which is why I did do it like that, of course.
Oh, that's right. I actually forgot. There's a little bit of complexity. So the one on top, the one that's in bold, that's a clone, right? Or is that a portal?
That's a pointer box.
It's a
Yes.
clone. Yes. Okay. Okay. So now you've actually made progress from the beginning. Just to let you know, just because that might not be obvious. Like before
I understand that.
And I mean, and I say that
I need to
because
figure
it's
out the transfer thing.
You're pretty close.
I'm very close. I know I'm very close.
In fact, you're probably closer than you realize.
Yes, obviously. What is this? This is another Sokoban game. Welcome. Okay, for God's sake.
You were close. You were close. Not close. You getting colder.
I know. Okay.
So 2 has to have its back to the right wall, right?
Yes,
Where's the right wall?
Right there. The right wall is...
Or... This is the weirdest, most abstract shit.
It's a hard abstraction, to be fair.
Okay, where is the right wall against which you would push to get to the transfer?
I'm just trying to think. But
you're pretty close.
I know I'm very close here. It's like,
what is the right wall that you would have to push 2 against to get the transfer to start? How would you enter 1?
I don't remember.
Let's just start with this. Okay, so left wall. Let's think about the goals. Getting to the goal state, being in the goal state. Now back out 2 steps from that. Where are you in that case?
You put too much pressure on me.
No, I'm just asking you. Just think goal state. Back up. Press Z 2 times after you beat it, this level. Where are you?
Do you beat this level? It's like, give me a second. Okay.
Pretend you've already beaten it. And then back off from the equal sign.
Okay. So right now, the 2 is inverted. So it would be the bottom left.
It would be the left. It doesn't necessarily be the bottom right. Left. But it might be... What do you mean? I'm sorry. Maybe we just got...
Because 2 is inverted. The 2
boxes
is
inverted
right now.
So the right wall that you needed to be pushing against is... Where would you be pushing 2 against? The 2 block, where does that need to be at the end of the level?
There. Okay. Yeah, so I need to think about it a little bit more. Not have you pressuring me.
No, it's one of those weird things. It's like, because I remember solving that one. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's actually how I figured that one out. It's so hard to explain though. Like,
but like, yeah, I don't know why I didn't really get it for a second there.
Because this is one of the most abstract, weird games ever. I guess actually the thing about it is it doesn't feel weird when you're doing it. It just feels very natural. Like, it really does not feel like hard when you're playing it. It's just like, oh, this makes sense. I'm just entering.
I think it's all very obvious, and I don't know why y'all don't get it. Like, come on, did you really not understand what I just did there? I thought it was obvious.
Yeah.
Frankly,
I really like the the simple style of this game. It's just cute. It's all it needs to be. I think they did a great job with it. My only regret is I feel like there's a lot more to this mechanic that they didn't explore. Like I don't know what that would be though.
I mean,
Ooh.
it's you can always go back and do all of the other puzzles.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's true. I haven't. Maybe the challenge puzzles really flesh it out a little bit more.
See, it's just like when I'm not doing all the challenge puzzles here. It's just like, yeah.
These are actually not bad.
Although I do need to, oh, what's the way I need to do this? Actually, pretty easily. No, I got it. Gotta go get it. See, easy.
Yeah.
There's also the introductory level to a world. No, this is the introductory level to a world. I did a couple of them there. Anyway, now let's go on to the challenge puzzles here. Okay.
You're not even finishing the main level ones before you do the challenge. That's pretty hardcore.
Why would you? I mean, why even bother?
I suppose not, yeah.
Exactly. Okay. What you can do then? No, that's just gonna loop it around again. Okay, so it's gonna.
Or is it?
Estoy loop.
I actually forget exactly.
No, I got it. This is really simple, man.
It's something really
You're a
simple.
dumb
Yeah,
idiot.
I don't remember exactly.
It's like something like that.
Yep. I think you got it.
I mean, I
Just
got it
a
when I
matter of
actually
doing
get
it.
to it.
I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of doing something like that repeatedly. Just you have to figure it.
Ugh. You're all so dumb and I hate you. Anyway. Okay.
Forget exactly what the.
Yeah, this is the bit. This is the bit. This is the joke. You just keep moving your place in the queue.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go. See, you're all dumb. You're all dumb. Oh wow, look at this.
Are you having conflict with your chat, or are you just inventing this conflict? I didn't see any.
It's
I
a
like
normal
this
one.
Okay.
Normal thing to do, this sort of thing.
Okay.
Actually, this is very cute. Oh yeah, no, you can't do it from the bottom though. Yeah, well, you have to do it from this side. Yeah. There we go. Look at this. Look at the way this thing works.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I do need to. How do I want to do this here? Get you in, push that to the left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but then you also need to. Okay. So push that one there. Push that one again, like up to about this side. Yeah, that should do it just fine.
Yeah.
Literally just a slider puzzle, yeah, but done in a very neat way. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Very very. Now, like following a line like this is very Witness going it.
Yeah.
The big brain. All right, let's go continue on with the actual puzzles. The less interesting puzzles. For idiots who don't know how to play video games. Can't believe you're all
But
so
you say
dumb.
that you're good at video games.
I'm the best.
Okay. Not unlike
Literally
Wario.
unbeatable. That's how good I am at video games.
I like that this is a bit that is just like inherently like, you know, like you have to keep like it's always on the verge of insecurity. Like, well, you know, no one can beat me. Well, no one was
I'm
talking
literally
about beating you.
unbeatable. I'm like Tails in Sonic Adventure 2.
Hey, if you get an A rank.
No, don't you remember every single time we went up against Eggman? It was like, Eggman's like, "You'll never beat me," and he's like, "I'll beat you," which is such a weird. Like, why do they do it like that? Why do they have that combo of?
They really go out of their way to make Tails pretty pathetic. Like he's actually like.
That's Tails for you.
He's actually like 10, and he shouldn't be.
It's so weird for a really long time. Oh, we're doing Sonic again, everybody. I'm sorry. But
the lore, of course.
It's so weird that for whatever reason, for several games there, they just decided that Tails needed to be voiced by a literal child.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like that bad in Adventure. Oh right, you can't push it from this side. That's right. You can't. Yeah, like it wasn't that bad in Adventure, but I don't know. It's weird because it's not even like the same person.
Mhm.
Like a
It's just
different person.
I think I don't know. It feels like it's important for them to establish that, like Sonic must always be, he must always be helped by a child who can't really do that much but has some powers.
He's got like 400 IQ.
Yeah, but he's young.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's doing with it.
A literal child. And it's not, like I said, it's not even like the same kid, because obviously they did it over several years and everything.
Yeah.
So
Well, why couldn't
like
they? Did they reached a contract dispute? Is that why? Sorry, that's
no, it was just like it's a child.
Oh right. Oh, because over years. Okay, I see. Oh.
Yeah, it was such a bizarre thing where they just like Tails has to be voiced by an actual child.
Yeah.
No, you can't just hire an adult woman to do a voice like every other cartoon or whatever.
Like every anime does, yeah.
Or every other cartoon in existence.
I guess every cartoon, yeah.
It's like he has to be voiced by a literal actual child, and it's not going to be the same one. They're going to change it up every time. Tails was originally supposed to be a girl back when it was first introduced in Sonic 2.
Huh.
And they decided, like, no, Sonic. No, we need to save that for Amy for being the worst character of the entire series. Oh, what a tragedy for that not to happen.
Amy does not have a lot of personality. Really, none of the characters do, other than in Sonic and all. His characters just loving adventure, and then Shadows is
Eggman has the most personality. So, thoughts on Sonic Underground? I never actually watched it. Like, even as a small, tiny baby child, I was like, "This is dumb." I knew that it was it was not a good cartoon. I, of course, only had the best taste as a child.
Like I actually, everyone. I
like the original, the Saturday morning Sonic. Was not a huge fan of the gag one, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, because I don't know. Even as a kid, once again, it kind of felt like cheap and, hey, we're just doing Looney Tunes.
I always had really immaculate taste. Like I would watch things like the PJs, which is claymation, but like way ahead of its time.
Yes, in the projects.
Yes. In the middle of the end of the. Oh, you were setting me up for that, yeah.
Yeah.
One that had one on Way
Crush
Street.
Me with Your Hammer, Amy Rose. Yeah. You know she's like 7. Here, okay. Hey, everybody, let's go on a fun adventure. What are the canon ages of the Sonic the Hedgehog characters?
Like record scratch.
Hug.
We need to look this up.
Sonic the Hedgehog canon age. Here we go.
Is this more compelling than the
Sonic is canonically 15 years old.
What?
How old is Amy Rose canonically? 8.
I assumed Sonic was like 27.
He's Goku. Yeah. How old is Amy Rose canonically? 8. She's 8 years old.
Goku is 30 because that's archetypally the perfect.
Shadow the Hedgehog is 50. Never forget about that. He's getting up there in years, the middle-aged guy. That's why he dies to squills.
Going a little gray in the quills, yeah.
How old is okay?
How old am I? Guess how old I am.
The only adults in the series are Rogue, who is 18. Eggman and Vector are 20. Eggman's 20 years old? What? No fucking way.
That doesn't make it. Wait, hold on.
There's no fucking way that Eggman is 20 years old. That's absurd.
Rouge is 18.
Oh, thank you, Fasamo. We're talking about the canonical ages of Sonic characters right now.
Rouge is like 45 and divorced. What's going on?
Yeah, really.
Like she's got like a whole backstory.
And she divorced and she divorced her ex, who I guess is probably Fang the Sniper.
Yeah, or Knuckles. Like I think there was definitely.
I don't know. Knuckles is a guy who lives on an island in the heavens.
Canonically, how old is Knuckles? Canonically, how old is Knuckles?
Oh, that's a good question. How old is the Knuckles? The who's got the buckles. Knuckles canon age. 16 to 17, currently at least 21. Oh, he can drink at least. Probably a little help going on. Sitting on Angel Island, guarding the Master Emerald all day. This is absurd.
It's really weird. Like,
you gotta be kidding me. Eggman is not the same age as Vector.
I guess Shadow is a genetic experiment, right? So
so Rogue is legal? Apparently. I don't like the idea that there's a sexy character in Sonic. I'm gonna be real with you.
Are you doing a bit calling her Rogue? Just to be clear.
No, this is Rouge. It's Rouge. You're right. You're right.
Rouge.
Right.
Yeah.
How old is Tails? He's 8.
Okay, that tracks. It's just
absurd.
He doesn't have much of an.
Not signing
life.
up for Eggman's anti-aging program. How do you get to be 20 years old and have that huge of a mustache? I mean, look, I believe that you can be 20 years old and that bald. That's realistic. Is this a screensaver? No, it's an actual game. We're getting stuck on Sonic lore.
Think like Bob Dylan. I could see something like that, but he just looked like wizened. He didn't have like a mustache, like a bunch of facial hair.
Actually, how old is Cream? The most unfortunately named character.
The band Cream.
She's 6. She's literally 6 years old. Holy Christ. How old is Charmy the Bee? He's 6? Wow. No, that's realistic.
Okay.
How old is Silver? No, he's 14. Yeah, no, that's also actually realistic.
How old
is Blaze? Blaze is 14? Holy Christ, she strikes me as somebody who's like 33.
Knuckles is 21, and then all the other characters are like...
Knuckles, apparently, apparently they are doing like some actual aging of characters, so like, as of right now, modern Amy is 12.
Oh, okay.
That's not much better.
That's
also, birthday 1985. She's not 36 years old though.
Right? Yeah.
But don't worry about that. How old is Rouge? Is 18.
That doesn't make sense. I thought,
Sonic Team, please.
I feel like if Rouge, now I almost said it. Yeah, came out 20 years earlier, Rouge would be like smoking, like canonically. Like, there's no way Rouge is not.
There's no way she's 18. She's an established. Like, what did she get hired by the government when she was fucking like learning to drive?
She looks like she's from the 50s almost. Like, she just feels like
she also has the voice of an adult woman.
No, you know what? She looks like she's like a flapper from the 20s. Actually, is what I'm thinking of specifically. I still think the wildest thing is that Eggman is supposed to be 20 years old. There's no fucking way. Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
That's like when they said like Mario's supposed to be like 27 or something. It's like, fuck no, dude.
Actually,
no, he's supposed to be 23, right?
Mario's like 43, right?
How old is Eggman? Okay, it doesn't look like anybody else. It does not look like there's any sort of corroboration that Eggman is indeed 20 years old. So that was just, I think Google is lying to me. It's like they just say unknown. The Sonic fandom wiki says, just for the sake of argument, I'll say Eggman is between 50 and 60, which is much more realistic.
Okay.
But I mean, there's like the comics and then there's like the games. And somehow it wouldn't really surprise me if, for whatever goddamn reason, the comics are just like, he's actually 65 years old, exactly.
I mean, yeah, no, I think, yeah.
Okay, this one says he's 59 years old. Metal Sonic is 25.
I guess it's not so much that he's got.
No, that can't be right because that would make him older than.
I guess now that I'm thinking about it, Eggman kind of makes sense as like a pirate, and I feel like a pirate at age 20 could look like that. Sure.
I mean, he is. It's like. Now I'm just looking at all these pictures of Dr. Eggman.
I mean, I feel like what
a great character.
I mean, Carrot Top is obviously clean shaven, but like kind of that Carrot Top when he was 20 probably kind of looked like.
How old is Toilet Sonic? Are you talking about the Sonic?
Like an inverse caricature of Eggman would be Carrot Top at 20 or Conan.
He didn't actually have an age until you Googled it. It was just a probability wave function. Damn quantum mechanics. How do inanimate objects know when we're viewing them and not viewing them?
Well, arguably, it's because they don't even exist. It's just a multiverse. And the things that are in the multiverse don't exist until they're observed. So actually, you didn't make it exist.
We disproved the simulation theory in 13 Sentinels. Don't you remember that?
Oh, of course. Yeah, just because of how bad that game was. It
Because of how bad that game was. I'm gonna go get another water real quick here. Had a full beard when I was 16, started shaving at 13 or 14, so a really bushy mustache in early 20s. I have not found it. Yeah, but he's like, he is an established scientist. I don't believe, but like, yeah. I also like don't not believe it because listen to all the ages of these fucking characters.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he's that mature.
Okay, just curious, how old is Shadow? He's at least over 50 years old.
Yeah, but was he actually like alive for 50 years, or was he just like in a?
I don't remember exactly. He is ageless. Thank you, Sonic the Hedgehog wiki.
Like
roughly
Gandalf.
50 years alive. Alias Shadow, the ultimate life form, and Faker by Sonic. Okay, so physically, apparently, Shadow's physical age is 15. Here it says 17. Yeah. Why are so many people looking for how old Charmy B is? Everyone's favorite Chaotix character. Okay, everybody shut up. Everybody's favorite chaotic character is Vector, and don't even lie to me. Vector's the best, who's apparently coming in at a young 20, but I actually kind of believe that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go get some water real quick.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember now. These are the spin-offs, the Chaotix. They must prevent features Knuckles the Echidna and 4 other characters known as the Chaotix, who must prevent Dr. Robotnik and Metal Sonic from obtaining 6 magic rings and conquering a mysterious island. Okay, I'm just gonna filibuster on this while Doc is coming back. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Sonic game. I get it. Who are the characters? Espio. Okay, yeah. Mighty the Armadillo, Vector the Crocodile, Espio the Chameleon, and Charmy B. Okay, so that's from. So they removed Sonic and Tails from the game to feature Knuckles the Kid. Nah. Why? Why would you do that? Were they trying to make Knuckles their next big hero? I don't remember this ever happening. Let's see. Espio. This is from 1985. Okay. That makes sense. That's about the time. That would make the most sense. Espio was the only original character. Okay. I see. So it's like 4 different types of things. Mighty Armadillo can perform a wall jump. Espio the Chameleon can run along walls and ceilings. Vector the Crocodile can boost through the air and climb walls. And Charmy B can fly and hover. Of course. There are 2 other partner characters, Heavy the Robot and Bomb, who hinders players' progress due to their slow or destructive nature, respectively. Yeah, Bomb is, just can't maintain friendships, and then Heavy the Robot is self-destructive. Okay, so yeah, they hinder players' progress. Oh, and then they blow up and they fall.
So anyway, instead of getting water, I did get an entire 2-liter bottle of 7-Up, which I will proceed to drink right now.
Okay.
Anyway, I was doing like an actual puzzle or something.
Oh yeah. So why did they get rid of Sonic and Tails for the Knuckles the Echidna game? Like, were they?
Oh, what was man, the logic? You talking about Knuckles Chaotix specifically?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What? So there is actually a reason for this. All right, so originally, Knuckles Chaotix was known as Sonic Crackers, probably supposed to be Sonic Clackers because of the gameplay.
Oh, okay.
But it got mistranslated, and it's fun because the original version of it had an entire fun little like game FAQs ASCII art at the top of it that did say Sonic Crackers. So yeah, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that original version did have Sonic and Tails as the two main characters, connected by a ring and everything like that, in the same way that they did in the eventual final game. However, when they decided to revive that for the new 32X extension, they did not even plan to have any one of the Sonic characters in it. Espio, the chameleon, was supposed to be like the main character in there. And all the other characters. It was just not supposed to have anything to do with Sonic initially, but they wanted to, as part of a marketing ploy, put in more Sonic characters. However, they also knew that it was probably going to be a failure of a game. Like,
okay.
It's not very good. So in order to not actually harm like the Sonic image, they put Knuckles in there. And they actually changed the character who was going to be Sonic into Mighty the Armadillo, a character from Sega Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah, with the wall jumps, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just reading the Wikipedia. I have no idea.
Well, I mean, he was a character very similar to Sonic that appeared in the Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, which is an old trackball arcade game.
Uh-huh.
So in Japan, even it wasn't even called Knuckles Chaotix; it was just called Chaotix. And it was basically just an attempt to try and put some sort of star power in there, but not too much.
It will never not be funny to me that you know all this stuff.
I did like Sonic, and I also told you that I was watching like an entire series somebody's been doing on all of the Sonics as of late.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that.
Every single one of the games. I've been watching. I've been rewatching the series on Sonic Heroes as of late. Just finished up the one on Sonic Adventure or Sonic Rush Adventure.
You're like, not
which is the second Sonic Rush game, starring Blaze the Cat and also Marine the Red Panda.
Okay.
She only appeared in that game. Don't even worry. Look, how far do you want me to get into Sonic lore here?
Of course, the Red Cat. I remember the Red Cat.
The Red Panda. Her name is Marine. She's a red panda. She speaks an entirely indecipherable Australian slang.
Also, she knows 12 languages.
No, she only knows one language. Okay, Marine, canon age.
You're like, let me just correct what you said there. Like, she does not.
Okay, this one doesn't even bring up the.
She only knows one language, and it's Australian.
And it's indecipherable Australian slang. She's 7 years old.
Okay.
Also, she's from Blaze's universe, who does not even appear in the series anymore. So, is Marine a stick? What does that fucking mean, video game?
Blaze.
Oh, Stick's the Badger. Oh, yeah, right. There's a Sonic from Sonic Boom.
Uh-huh.
Who does actually look a lot like Marine, but is apparently not Marine. I don't know, maybe she's the normal universe version of Marine, like in the same way that Blaze is the counterpart to Sonic in the Sonic Rush series.
Oh, of course, yeah. The Sonic Rush series that I know all about.
That was one of the better regarded. I mean, that was the one developed by Dimps, who are some of the better regarded of the Sonic franchise creators, though I still think they have a lot of issues where Sonic games should not have any bottomless pits, much less that many.
It would be really funny if you just were like, yeah, actually I just can't figure out how to solve this one, and I've just been stalling for time.
Do you think that's not true?
I mean, I have no idea how to solve this. I solved it like 2 days ago, and I have no idea.
I don't remember. It's okay. Well, obviously, it's just like, we're doing loops. We're doing loops. The entire thing. What is this stupid area called?
This is
cycle.
Cycle. Okay. So you've got to break the cycle
of violence. That's right, against cubes.
Yeah. Let's see. So
I mean, but then you can't push them back into the thing though.
Or can you?
Because it's not. No, because it's not.
Or can you?
Because it's not in the middle. It has to be in the middle, or you have to have like a transfer point. So when it's super easy, oh no, it's not. Shut up. Also, what are you telling me to kill second guy? What does that mean?
I think it's pretty straightforward. And
I guess I have to kill you now. Here come my hands around your throat.
Hell, why did I bring this? I mean, I shouldn't have even said anything.
If only we didn't establish that we have a bunch of Duncan Idaho clones of you, then this wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. we've established that in the 13 Sentinels universe.
Was that in 13 Sentinels? I thought that
No,
was
it
in Persona
wasn't.
5.
I
I don't know. I'm
no,
gonna
I
have to
just-
go check the Doc Firebird
It's
wiki.
not. Yeah, you gotta check. The fans are always keeping. Yeah.
One day I hope I get popular enough that I get my own wiki.
Yeah,
That it's
you know,
not just constantly vandalized.
I've been thinking about like the on cinema thing, and what's really funny, I'm sure you know about this, but like the commenters are all like they're all in character. Like there's just so many commenters, and they're all like taking Tim's side or taking Greg's side. Like they're all like they've got these whole characterizations. Like they're the fans of the one host and the fans of the other host, and they're always fighting against each other.
I actually don't know about this. What the hell?
Okay, it's actually amazing. It's just the on cinemas, on cinema at the cinema.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh my god, what am I doing? I mean, in general, not just in this game.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. I got it. Okay.
You do. Okay. Well, so clearly you can't push the.
No.
that's
I got it.
the one
Don't
thing
even
I
worry
was
about it,
gonna
man.
say you can't do. Yeah.
You got to extrude the blocks onto the platform, and then when you end up doing that, you'll be into the specific area you need to be in.
There is an extrude mechanic later in the game.
Almost there. Wait. No. Wait.
You're close. I think you basically.
No. I got it. Do you have any other questions about Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yeah. When are we gonna play it? 2006.
As soon as I can get like a 360 and as soon as I can get a 360 and like a capture card.
What does that cost? Like, is that even available?
Well, I have a 360, so
Yeah. What is
it's not a big deal. But
Is it
the
just like
capture
70?
card.
Okay.
Well,
You got it, yeah.
I already have Google open. now that I'm looking for, oh my god, I just realized it's like, why did in my Google history I have been searching a long time for the canon age of Sonic characters. There's gonna be some questions about that.
Yeah, like you may get a knock on your door tomorrow.
That's something that
Like
that they might
you should have done that in the private browser.
should have did that in incognito.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Which
Xbox
yeah.
360 capture card. What do you got?
Well, at least go to the next puzzle. So we
$60
can stare at it.
60 buckaroonies, but the
Okay.
version of I hope that the 360 that I have, and also here okay, I mean I'm not gonna get like the 4K good one, although this is apparently a 4K one. Low latency doesn't matter because we're gonna do it pre-record.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Sonic the Hedgehog. 2006. I mean, it's not the actual name. It's just
Is that
called
even
Sonic the
gonna-
Hedgehog.
I mean, is that even going to be available?
Oh,
You have to
actually,
go
there's
to
one for
eBay?
No, PlayStation 3. Yeah, PlayStation 3, not 4. For the 360
Just
version,
curious.
please. X the box 360 games. It's $20. That's way too much.
You're like, it
Yeah,
was
but like it is
interesting.
though.
It's $20 for a 2006 platform game, or just like a 2006.
4.5
Yeah.
stars. Wow, that's some surprisingly good ratings. I mean, I guess they're rating the fact that it is a playable object that exists in the world,
This
not the
doesn't
actual,
this
not the
is
actual game
Patrick's
itself.
Parabox. It's a Sokoban game with self-reference, levels within levels within levels.
With as much self-reference as we usually do, but also we're also talking about Sonic a lot in this one. So
Yeah, I was just curious. So okay, like $80, it's not that bad. I was assuming it would be like $500 or something. Like, oh, you gotta get this.
you don't know. So,
capture.
obviously, if you want to get like the good one, it's actually
Okay.
good for like streaming and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, that you install into your, and obviously it's an old console, but you wouldn't, I would think that it might be more just because it's like, it's older, it's an older game. So
Yeah, it's always hard to tell. Like sometimes
the
it's just like
console?
universally available or something. Huh. Anyway.
well, so I can get out here and I can get back in there. So what does that do for me? Well, I mean, obviously it's like, we're going to want to get the extruder out. Oh yes. The extruder.
I like that word a lot. And there is more extruding.
Yes, I like it too.
There is more extrusion in an appendix. Actually, it's not the main game, but they have a
Yeah, I saw
section.
there's a cool achievements for appendix. I mean, well, I can push this one out, and then that basically should mean that, like, you know, obviously I can't really do that then. Yeah, it's just gonna keep pushing it outwards, doesn't it? Unless, actually, I don't know. What am I saying? Unless, I can push I can just push a regular box out, but that's gonna loop. Okay, if I push this out, no, that's gonna. I mean, it's like the clone doesn't work in that way. That's right. Or the pointer box.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's probably hardest to. I mean, even just from a computer science standpoint, is like the way that clone box works is freaking hard to grasp. It's hard to.
I got it. It just sends it to the box that it's referencing. Come on, man.
Of course, and it doesn't enter until you actually get inside. Which
right, but it does also work inside. It does also work like inside. Like you can see the box moving around and everything. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Don't be so cruel to the box. Yeah, it's just gonna do that, of course, because it's not gonna do the other way around. Why would it? Why would such a thing work in that way?
Okay. I mean, so clearly you have to use the clone to get to that thing on the top. I mean,
obviously there's only so many things that you can ultimately do.
Yeah.
All right. So, let me think about what I. Well, okay. We can use these other boxes as buffers. What would that do for me, though? It's like, okay, it works like that. Yes, of course, because, I guess it does have an opening on the top now, doesn't it? Okay, well, that was easier than I thought. Although, yeah.
I think you got it, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right, easy. Money. Into the blue. All right. But then again, it is also, I should probably like just end the stream here because it is like past midnight and you'd have a real job. I don't.
I'm not in a hurry.
Oh, we can talk more about Sonic.
Yeah.
What to do? You know what? I've been streaming for about 2 hours. Let's actually just call it here.
Okay. Yeah.
More boxes? No, there are no more boxes. I've killed the boxes. They're dead now.